Yo, it is Monday morning, London Open. I just recorded a video for 7 minutes and had the wrong input mic on, so that's a bit annoying. So I'm not gonna now record for 7 minutes. I think it should be shorter anyway. But yeah, I thought, like, in terms of my structure to my week sort of thing, like I'd always get on the charts like an hour or two before London Open, see what the kind of Asian session did. So yeah, just thought I'd kind of pre-record a couple bits what I'm looking at. Because a couple of things have already actually moved a little bit. So if we're looking at a DXY and where we are, kind of what I'm looking for. So we do want that pullback, and on a few pairs I am looking at that pullback. So what we have had is we've had a kind of sweep of liquidity here, and then a sort of really small kind of break. Still not really enough for me to start looking and kind of buying against the dollar, but again, it's still something that could happen. Like, I'd be looking for price now to push up into this if I mark out my Asian range, take out this Asian high, drop down, take out the low, and then we can start maybe looking for some pullbacks on some pairs. So that's what I'd first be looking at. Something that caught my eye this morning is USD CAD. Again, it looks very similar, right, to DXY, USD CAD. Okay, I have to refresh because I think this like Asian ranged indicator freezes the fuck out of my stuff. So, yeah, something I've got my eye on this morning is this USD CAD play. We swept liquidity up here, we dropped, broke structure. That institutional candle was manipulated, created, whatever you want to call it, at bang on the New York Open on Friday. So any institutional candle that's was created during like an open of a session, that's another sort of good confirmation for me that is sort of a valid area of interest. And then in terms of where this sits as well, it sits bang on the 300 level. So yeah, I think like if this does come up into this, depending how the DXY is looking and stuff, that could be something I look at. CJ, I mentioned on Friday, we have that 2-hour institutional candle with the sweep and the drop. We did have that 1-hour IPA in the middle. We come and we literally took most of that IPA and then we dropped. We had some JPY news last night, so I think that helped push this down a bit. We have now started to see a bit of reaction to the upside. It kind of tapped into this candle and going up. So yeah, we didn't break this low. So I don't know, man. I just have to kind of see how price plays out. Like, it's still valid in a sense because we haven't broken above this. We haven't broken above this, right? So this is still my trading range. I'm still looking for that sell in here. If it was to come back in, go down to the 30-minute. This 0.500 level is still there. It's still valid for me. If I looked at the Asian session, like sitting above the highs of Asian, so we could come in, take this, and then come and take the lows, and then just continue dropping like what we want to do. So yeah, this kind of swing could correlate nicely with the intraday setup that I've got on USD CAD if we're looking for that to kind of drop a little bit more. But let's see, man. Like, again, it's just about sitting and waiting. Other than that, I've just got like 2 more plays that I'm looking at intraday, so correlating with DXY and with the DXY pulling back a little bit. I've got this little move on the EU that was very similar to what we saw last week. So swept these lows, pushed up. We haven't broke above this structure just yet. We did just come in and tap into this 1-hour candle here. So ideally, I'd like to see us come back down, take out the Asian lows now, tap into this order block here, which again was created at, you can see, 2 p.m. on Friday, and then kind of come up and we start making these retracements now. Similar for GU as well, had the same thing. So we have a nice 30-minute remorse in here, bang on the 0.300 or whatever, 0.200, 12220. So yeah, I would like to see that. I actually think I prefer this one over EU now after looking at it a couple of times, but let's see. Just a couple of little intraday things I'm looking at. Again, it's Monday, so we don't need to blow all your beans on a Monday. It's good to see how the week kind of plays out. You look for your weekly high or weekly low on a Tuesday, and then either your continuation or reversal going through into Wednesday, Thursday. then Friday we just make that small retracement. So yeah, man, let's see. Gonna probably jump on and record again now at the end of the week. So yeah, catch you guys soon. Cool. So it's now Thursday evening, the 19th. So yeah, it's about 8 p.m. Just thought I'd do the video now because I've got a bit of time. I've got like an hour until one of my community calls. So and I'm done for the week. So I thought if I make the video now, it means that I won't take any trades tomorrow. So that's the plan anyway. So yeah, all in all, had another profitable week. So 4%. What did we do last week? 5 or 6? 5, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, that's all it is about for me. Like, it's not about chasing money anymore or chasing pips, just chasing that percentage, try and average out and get, 10 to 20% a month. That's my goal. So yeah, but I mean, although I said I did 4%, like I took, hold on, 1, 2, 3, I took 5 trades this week, lost 3, broke even on 1, and won 1. So I won 1 trade, right? Like, it's all you need sometimes, and this is why risk management is so important and key, and people just don't really think it's like that important when it really is. Like, you could lose 60%, 70% of your trades. As long as your risk management is good, then you're going to be profitable. So yeah, it's crazy. It just goes. I'm gonna just quickly go over a couple of the things I mentioned at the start of the video, just to kind of show you like how things sort of played out, but they didn't, I guess. So let me change to here. So yeah, obviously I think the first one I was looking at was CJ. So as I mentioned, I took this sell last week, which was great, and I was kind of looking for it to pull up into this this kind of point of interest here. I was hoping Tuesday would come and make the high of the week, which we essentially did, but it just didn't come back to where I wanted it to come back to. So it sort of just missed my entry here by probably like 10 pips or something. 5 pips, yeah, and then we kind of dropped, and then when we broke the structure, I was kind of looking to, okay, so where can we kind of retrace back into, drop it down a time frame. This was my first interest here. Like we think about confirmations, we've got a bit of imbalance, a nice kind of sell up down. However, we had this liquidity, so my ideal scenario would have been to come into this area here. We had a nice order block, and this order block actually just swept this bit of liquidity here and dropped back down. So that would have been my ideal, but we just kept tanking, even with some fundamentals on CAD and positive CPI numbers. Like, we still just kept dropping. So is what it is. That one got parked. I think USD CAD was another one I was looking at. You can notice as well, I've reduced the amount of pairs I'm looking at. So I'm trying to just focus on like 3 core pairs and then like a couple of optional ones. So like CJ, GU, EU, I'm just trying to focus on now. Not the others. So I think USD CAD, I just had it in this red one. So we was looking for this pull up here, right? If you can remember. So I was looking for this to pull up into here. It just never did. And then to be honest with you, I just didn't really look at it again this week. Like, that would have been a nice sell, because it was correlating pretty nicely with DXY. Remember, at the same time, I was looking for this to pull up into here. And again, we've just really tanked on DXY this week. So which just give us a lot of good buying opportunities for like GU, EU. So yeah, that was that. EU and GU just never came back to my area. We had this candle here that I had marked out on Monday. Created an Asian low here, a bit of liquidity, wanted to come down, and we just kept flying. Same with GU as well. We had this remorse, and we just never came. Put the arrows on just to hope it helps, but we just never came back down. We just kept flying. So that was that. In terms of like the trades that I took and I lost, like I'm just going to show you a couple of examples. So EU, so I didn't take a trade until Wednesday. The EU, I took this, so I journal everything. EU, I took this trade, like we had a sweep, came down, broke structure, like ignoring the wicks, and then was looking for us to come back up. I took the trade here. I'm pretty sure we just blasted through. So that was that one. That was an L. That was 1%. I had a buy on CJ actually. So the CJ was a counter trend because we're bearish, but I wanted a buy because I was still hopeful we were going to come back up into this IPA. We had this little 15-minute order block here, or 30-minute order block here. Created this liquidity equal lows. It was a good time of day. I think we were like bang on New York Open, so I set a buy limit, and yeah, we just tanked for it. But because it was counter trend, I only risked 0.5%. What else did we have? We had a nice gold trade, actually. Well, I say nice, it doesn't look that great, but I mean, it was great at the time. So we had a really nice 5-minute mitigation here, and we mitigated out and we broke structure. Did like 1-to-1, and I should have really moved my stops to break even because the price action was a bit fluffy, but hey ho, that was another L. And then that's it really. And then the win I took, I can kind of show you. Where are we? EU. So yeah, it was this really. So ideally what I was looking for in the higher time frame is, I knew we were bullish and we weren't too finished yet, because I was looking at the DXY and we were like around here, and I was looking forward to, right, we've broken past this low, we're definitely going to look to come and seek this kind of point of interest here, right, which we're currently at, floating around now. So for GU, I was like, right, we can push back up. We've got this order block here with liquidity. Let's, you know, see if we can look for any buying opportunities up to there. This was the trade that I took. Again, it was, you know, around New York session, start New York session. I noticed we just had some really nice clean price action on the 5-minute. We had this tiny little order block within here, the bit of I think on the 3-minute there was like a nice bit of IPA. So yeah, there's a bit of IPA here with this 3-minute order block. I just put the stops below the lows, and just, yeah, initially just targeted these highs, and then my last target was there was this price here, and it just kind of just keep going. I think we're gonna push up now to maybe this kind of point of interest up here, and we do also have one up here as well. So yeah, we're just looking now for this retracement. We could trace up to 50% of this daily candle. We've taken out yesterday's high, so yeah, I'm done for the week. It's what I mean, sometimes it just takes one trade, right? Like this is now sitting at a risk to reward of what did a 1-to-14, right? Obviously I didn't hold that. I took out at about here, I think 1-to-7, I think it was, or 1-to-6, 1-to-7. Yeah, I took it out as soon as I started to see the DXY stall like this. I was like, right, okay, I'm done. Should have left a bit running, but it is what it is. Like, I'd made enough to cover my losses and be positive for the week. So yeah, that's it really. That's what I mean. Like, I think the biggest thing to take out from this one is just risk management, and just kind of, you know, just being transparent with you that, you know, if you don't win all of your trades, you're gonna lose so many trades. Just important you journal. Like, I make a note, I record everything that I do, I write down why I took it, I make sure I have all my confirmations. Like, I'm so much more regimented now than before. So yeah, just one win this week, that's all we needed. And yeah, man, we'll come back again next week and see what we can do. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Thanks for listening to me waffle on. Please, yeah, like and subscribe. Again, like, I don't really know what I'm doing with this channel. I just like to be a bit transparent, and it's all there documented for myself, as well as kind of like my own little journey, you know. So yeah, if anyone's got any questions, feel free to reach out. And yeah, have a sick rest of your week and weekend. Take care.